In this video, we're going to be discussing all the new features and older features the Whiteboard has to offer. First, you're going to want to find the Whiteboard application. This can be housed on your home screen. Clicking the Whiteboard, you have a blank canvas to work with. This is ideal for any environment to take notes or to have interactive lessons. All the way to the left of your screen, you're going to find the pen. If I click on the pen, there's many new features within the pen. You can use a stylus, a paintbrush, a marker, a highlighter, and our brand new feature called the Magic Pen. For the Magic Pen, this is going to show any icons that appear when you draw on the whiteboard. This is much better because before, I wasn't great at drawing. Clearing that, I'm going to go back into the pen tool and click on the marker. At the very top, we have a few different options to toggle on. One being shape recognition, the other being handwriting recognition. I'm going to toggle on shape recognition. Let's build a shape. This is going to perfect any shape that I have drawn on my whiteboard. Going back into the tool menu, I'm going to toggle that off and toggle on handwriting recognition. This is going to generate text. With this text, I can utilize the Select tool, which is 2 over from the Pen tool. I can use this and either circle or trace through. With the Select tool, it's going to give me a few different options to work with. One being, I can duplicate this text and move that around freely on the back of the whiteboard. Going into the icon of the YouTube, I can click on that, and now a whole array of videos relating to that word will appear. Selecting that word again, I can also utilize the Wikipedia definition tool, and that's going to bring up a definition of what that word means. Another great feature that this panel has to offer, if I trace through that, it's going to give me a whole laundry list of languages that I can now translate to. This is going to sync in with Google Translate with the EDLA certification that we offer. If I click on Spanish, this information will translate in real time. Going back into the pen tool, I'm going to toggle off handwriting recognition and go in and talk about the eraser. So for the eraser, we can utilize 4 different erasers within the whiteboard. A palm or fist is going to recognize that eraser. If I utilize the Select tool, and again, trace through it or circle it, and delete from there, I can also clear my board if I have a lot of information shown. Going over the multi-points of touch. For our Generation 6, the panel recognizes up to 50 points of touch. So that is perfect for multiple users to utilize that interactivity with the panel. So these are my 10 fingertips on the back of the panel, showing that many users or many fingers can use it. If I click on multi-points of touch again, it's going to activate to single point of touch. So now only 1 point of touch is recognized on the panel. This is ideal for writing a lot of notes on the back of your board and having that 1 point of touch only recognized. If I wanted a lot of notes, I could either add a page, and that will show in a vertical form from here, or I can use 5 points of touch and move that content over, and now I have an infinite canvas to work with. Going into the tool bag, these tools are great for any environment to utilize. At the very top, we have our shapes. This panel can recognize 2-dimensional shapes and 3-dimensional. Going back into the tool bag, we also have the text feature. So if I use the text feature and click anywhere on the back of my whiteboard, this is now going to recognize text. Going back in my tool bag, I can also use form maps and mind maps, and I can create and customize those to create on my own. For the FX function, I'm going to click on this. If I have the common function and I press that, it's going to allow a drop-down menu of a parametric equation, polar coordinate equation, and a common function. This is going to show on the back of your whiteboard as well. And that will appear right there. Right here is your sticky note. For your sticky note, you can utilize each color and put those on the back of your whiteboard. For example, if I were to type hello, I can have that sticky noted at the top right of my screen. The nice part about this is I can move it freely throughout my panel. For the puzzle bag, there's more mathematical components available for you. We have a ruler, protractor, angle finder, compass, square 45, and square 60. This is going to make perfect lines ready for use. In your tool bag, you also have web browser, web picture, and web video. For web browser, that is going to bring you up to Google. You can utilize this search engine and type in as you wish. To the right of that, this is web picture. This is going to bring up any stock images available to your panel that you can drag and drop on the back of your whiteboard. We will stick to the turtle theme and drag in a turtle image. So I'm just going to hold down with 1 point of touch, drag and drop. And now I have that turtle stickered to the back of the whiteboard. We also have web video. So this is going to bring you up to YouTube if you want to utilize videos or sharing these within your environment. We also have the spotlight tool and the timer tool readily available for your use. This can also be found in the sidebar menu as well. This is just going to hover over any content you want displayed at that time. For the timer, you can move this around freely and have a timer at the bottom left just to see a time. We also have 2 split screen availabilities with our Gen 6, one being split screen and the other being split plus. Let's go through split screen first. For split screen, we can split the panel up to 4 different whiteboards. With this, I can't cross over into someone else's panel. Each are going to show up with a different color. When I click on the pen, this is going to be the pen tool, and you can change the color within there. We also have the eraser feature and the clear all feature. If you want more tools at the bottom, we're going to go into Split Plus. For Split Plus, this is one big whiteboard divided into two, with all of the tools housed at the bottom of your panel. Each side of the panel has their own menu options. Let's go through them together. If I click on the menu, I can open different files, pulling in from that file manager. So such as PDFs, videos, or even my OneDrive, Google Drive, or Dropbox accounts. For saving any of this content, I can save locally, such as a PDF, JPG, or JPEG. For a WBF file, I recommend utilizing that if you want to bring up this content for a later use. For naming the file, I recommend renaming that so it doesn't always say whiteboard. To also change that path, I'm going to press change. And once again, I can drop it in either my OneDrive, Google Drive, or Dropbox account. Going back into the menu, I also have the same features, such as the annotation feature. I can save it. I can scan it with that QR code, or I can email it out as well. For the background, these backgrounds come natively to the panel, and I can select each side of the whiteboard. So I chose a grid on the left side. For split screen number 2, I'm going to use a solid color, and we can do blue. Or you can choose other and add those in from your Drive accounts if you wanted a specific picture displayed on the back. We also have another great feature called collaborative mode. This is a great feature to get other interactive panels or previous generations involved, such as your Generation 5 or newly Gen 6. If I click on collaborative mode and I wanted to create a server on my panel, I can create that, and I can have other interactive panels such as the Gen 5 or Gen 6 join that. When they join that, what I write up here is also going to appear on their boards as well, and vice versa. If you want more training information regarding your whiteboard, please feel free to visit touchview.com, and we'd be more than happy to provide that.